Hi everybody, welcome back to my spooky craft room. I have finally gotten around, or not gotten around. I had been working on doing some cleanup, some tidying up anyway. It's not completely tidy, but I have room to be in this room, being able to sit in this chair and not be surrounded by chaos. And we really, me and my craft room ghost really appreciate you popping in and watching this video. I surely do appreciate that. Very kind of you. Stick around and watch. I don't know what I have here, how long this will go, but here's my little spooky bottle. And I really like this. In any case, I have been working on my Zine, SeptemBER Zine journal. Look at how beautiful it has gotten with so much done in there. And I am in the final 3 pages of this zine, and I'm going to do a flip through. But like I always do, I am listening to a movie. Yes, it is a horror movie, and this is one that I've watched a whole lot of times, and it is called The Ritual. It's a very ominous and spooky story about 4 or 5 friends that have tragedy hit their group of friends, and in remembrance of their friend who tragically passes away, they take a trip to Sweden or Norway, one of those, on a hike in remembrance for their friend, because they had been planning and the friend never got an opportunity to go along with them. In any case, they get lost in a forest. Forest is very beautiful, and I really appreciate the scenery. And I'm gonna glue this one right here. And anyways, watch it multiple times, but every time I watch it I pick up on something new. So I'm gonna stick this little thingy right here into my journal, because I found it in my stash of things, papers that I bought for journaling, and figured that anybody can check out this book and they can keep for 2 weeks only, but it is subject to a fine of 5 cents a day thereafter. And then we just keep track of the dates that we check them out. Anyways, thought it was pretty cool. It's been some ages since I've been to a public library, but I always thought it was cool to see the slip of how many people checked out a book. Okay, the movies got to the point of the friend's head got cracked, and the other friend who was with him, ooh, hold on, I'm gonna be right back because I gotta do something I'm making on my stove. So I'm gonna pause it right here. I'll probably won't leave you there, or maybe I will, because it's just something really quick. So if it gets too weird, I'll edit it out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. I think I may have to pause this video in about 15 minutes or less. I am making myself a soup for dinner, and I didn't chop my carrots and other veggies to throw it in there, so I'm gonna have to do that and add them in there as I go along. But in any case, I got 15 minutes. So, where did I leave off? Oh, yes. My little slip for checking out my book. I think maybe what I'm going to do is after I'm done with the rest of the days that remain, I am going to take note how often do I pick it up to look through it. I'll put in the date. I think I probably have been picking up this book definitely on a daily basis and flipping through it. But I think I do that several times in the day when I get up. Definitely I have it on my nightstand because I peruse it before I go to bed, and then I pick it up in the mornings when I wake up, do a flip through. And well, you know, I don't have it throughout the day when I go to work, but when I come home, if I'm working on it, I flip through it. So anyways, I'm not going to record all that, but I definitely will record the days now once September is done. Too bad I don't have more of these, but I'm sure I can find a digital with these and make myself a little printout for the rest of my books. In any case, so you see here, I got my next one that I'm going to do. Let me resume my movie. You know, this one is kind of interesting. As I have my headphones on, so you can't hear it, but I had them on and the movie was going, and I'm listening to it, trying to hear the conversation so I can envision it. But I had never noticed the music that they play. Not until I stepped away. I'm like, what is that? In any case, they've reached an area in their hike where they leaving a little shrine somewhere. So they're going through that. Anyways, let me do a flip through of the ones that I created and I didn't get a chance. I didn't record them because sometimes I just can't. I just sit there and make them. But here is one that I did for the 21st day of the month, and right before the autumnal equinox. And I thought this was pretty cool of printouts I did of space. I found them on the internet, and I can't even give credit to who made them, right? But it was on the 21st, right? I'm giving you a preview of the other one. But before that, one of the things that was really happening was that on the 21st, Saturn was pretty close to the Earth, as close as it can get. And so I did a little tribute for that Saturn, and then I just did little punch outs of faces and designs, and you know, stuck them through, and then did little other punch out trying to depict it as another planet. And it's a little pocket. And because I found this one too, it's also digital, and I added to it. As you can see, it's another Saturn. I pasted in little image I did of punch outs of circles, and then these are also kind of depicting, trying to depict them as planets. And then I found a cool quote of a play. I haven't done enough research of what the play is about, but it's from the 60s or 70s by somebody. Michael Flanders wrote it, I think, or directed it or something. I think he wrote it. But anyways, I have to pay attention what the play was about. But this quote came up in my Googling. Saturn is wheeling through infinite space, to its preordained place in the stars, and I gaze at the planets in wonder. And there was a bunch of other stuff, I guess, on the play conversation that couldn't quite follow along, but this portion was pretty cool, and I thought it was pretty appropriate for my Saturn day. And my Saturn quote to go in there. And then the other one, well, you saw this one. As you can see, I'm gonna come back here. Finally, it dried out, but as you can see, I can rise it. That was my intention, that it would rise and set, but something happened there that's as far as it'll go. See, now I kind of stuck it in. Maybe I need to do something. Anyways, that was my intention, where this should, yeah. That's as far as it goes. Anyway, then this was another cool digital that I found of I guess the cover image of a Vanity Fair from April of 1927. I thought it was pretty cool. These couple was a little bit more over, but I cut them out and brought them in. And then I found these on a current fashion magazine, which I didn't have Vanity Fair, but I don't know if they still make Vanity Fair. But thought this was pretty cool, of this lady holding balloons and the moon and, you know, whatever. Some other little elements. But that was the 23rd. And these were... I was making these while I was watching... Who was I watching? I don't remember who I was watching. But on the chat was Lizzie Jean, or Jean Roman, if you know her, from Lizzie Jean's Artistic Chaos YouTube channel. I remember chatting her and saying, hey, I'm finally working on my paper dolls from the prior month of another mixed media, Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists group from Facebook. Check them out. That they had about making paper dolls. I didn't do a swap because I knew I wouldn't have time, and whatever I come up with, I know that I would have wanted to keep it, or wouldn't want to send them out, because this is my paper doll that I made. And then this one is a image that I got from a business card that I picked up at the local art community center that I go to for some art classes. I'm taking an oil painting class for this fall, and they do a lot of things, and so there's a section that I walk past by around ceramics, and this person, Laura Marmish, has her you know, little nook of things that she's got on display, and she has sitting out her business cards, and they are so cool. I think she's got 4 different types, and this is one of them, and I always thought this one was pretty cool, with the fungus growing out. I don't know, I know it looks creepy, and then I found these images from a book that I had, and I cut them out and layered them on top. Figured that was appropriate of the head, fungus head. Ooh, I'm a little tired. Look at my 15 minutes already passed by. Okay, and figured I'd keep her information there if you guys are interested in looking her up. I think this is her Instagram at Laura Marmesh Art. She needs the credit where the credit goes, but she makes some pretty cool stuff, and she's got other little, I guess, mixed media, because I think I understand. I'll try to take a picture next time I go and post it on Facebook or my Instagram of a little mixed media, I don't know what to call it, painting. And I think she does encaustic painting, which I'm doing a little bit of research, and that's pretty cool. I would like to learn how to do that, but I think she's a resident artist in residence at the moment. But anyways, I think I really like these. I don't know if I'm going to do something for background or anything else, but I really like her. But anyways, that's my 24 and 25. Need to find the numbers. And then 26 is this one, and I like this image, this kind of a tongue-in-cheek that I'm representing of the alleged rapture that was supposed to have taken place but didn't happen. But in any case, neither here or there. You know, people really thought it was going to happen, and you can't take that away from people. You believe what you believe. But in any case, this portion right here was the back of the business card of this one. I think I have another one. Maybe I'll show it, the full one. But that's another portion of her art that she does, her encaustic painting. So I wanted to match the colors, and actually it's another little pocket here. I think I lost my, oh, here we go. I have kept this little tag and did some, you know, collaging on there, you know, whatever we call it. And it is from a brand of shoes called Dr. Martens. They're airwear. They're made in England. So if you know Doc Martens or Dr. Martens, but they really, if you're one of the cool kids, you call them your docs. I have their boots or shoes, maybe, I don't know, boots, probably more than likely boots. I have a lot of Doc Marten boots, and they used to, they've been around, I think, since the 60s, 70s. But anyways, when I really got into them when I was 18, 19, I'm a little bit old, but their shoes, that was the place that they were made in England. And they don't make them in England anymore. They have a limited ones, but I bought a pair recently that are specifically made in their England shoemaking factory, whatever. And so I collaged a few things there, and I think I'm pretty proud of this tag, the way that it came out, because I was afraid of, you know, messing it up, because I like my Doc Martens. But it came out pretty cool, and this is where she lives, right there. And then this is another one that I worked on. It was more of an experiment of another YouTuber. Oh man, I should look up, what was her name? But her video popped up, and I thought it was pretty cool and wanted to do something similar. It didn't quite turn out as pretty as hers, but I got a pretty good idea of doing something similar. There we go. My time is up. I have to go chop up my veggies. Oh, but I think it looked pretty cool. And I'll try to find her video and reference it too. Any case, I don't know. know, this one was pretty cool. And she did these little splotchy thingies from watercolor. So anyways, so I've reached, so this is 27. So I'm supposed to do 28 for yesterday, 29 for today, and then tomorrow is the last day of September. I don't think I'm gonna do tomorrow's. I'll leave it for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna work on putting together my October zine. I just hadn't gotten around to that. So I do have things that I'm going to put here. I already did some prepping while I listen into meetings on Monday mornings or Mondays, because I work from home. I like working from home because I can do things, and I think fiddling around, you think I wasn't paying attention, but I actually pay a lot more attention on meeting discussions, rather than if I'm not and I'm at the office, I just try to tune out and multitask, because if they are not in person, right, you're still online unless people are watching you, or even if people are watching you, you kind of start doing other things. So I use some alcohol markers. My intention was to match the sky on this right here, and that's what I'm going to work on gluing. But first I gotta go tend to my veggies for my soup, and that was the extent to this one, right? And so this is a cutout of a moon, allegedly, you know, an illustration of the moon and its craters, and I figured I'd put this one here of people, the moon people. And I think he's just so, he thinks he's so clever. Edgar Salmito, Mephisto version on the tongue of the moon. I don't know what that means. It must have been a play or something, or a show. Original, revolving. I don't know what that means. A sterling attraction. So maybe it was an attraction. I don't know. Yeah, well, probably was an attraction, because that's what it says. It's an attraction. But anyways, I was trying to match that to that, but didn't quite out. I think it was more on the greenish side. But in any case, who cares? So I'm going to keep this one simple, and that'll be that. And then I have my idea for today's as well. I'm going to keep it simple, but maybe I won't have time to do this. I'll have to come back to it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to pause it here so I can do my veggies. Bye. All right. I have come back. So let me put my again here. I got less than 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes to get it together.
Bears in this forest. What's this fucking bears?
Oops. You didn't hear that. Let's put yeah, there is swearing. Oh well. There we go. So now they're moving on, and they are going for their continued hike. And of course, somebody had an accident. They're moving slow. And that's that. So the scary part is gonna start. But anyways, all right, I got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes. Let's put this here. So I learned that I can pull this out here. I think I did it in the last video I did. But anyways, let me pull my little tag out. Put her there, so you guys can admire the beautiful lady right there. I like how the red and green, well, of course, because they're complementary colors. Her red hair, is it red hair or a flower? Anyways, alrighty. So I'm gonna glue this here. And then we're gonna move on to the next one. Or I'm gonna move on to finishing my soup. Because then in the last, after this time, gotta add my final veggies and then we're done. And then I'm probably going to finish this later, hopefully not too late tonight, because I am dog sitting for my sister who is out of town, and I was a bad sitter and I didn't take her out. She's trained to go in the pee patch. She's a very tiny dog. She's really cute. But I feel bad because she looks kind of sad that I didn't take her. But yesterday was kind of hot in Chicago, so we skipped that. She's a black dog and she doesn't do well in the heat. So I decided to skip because I was lazy too. Well, no, that's not true. I wasn't lazy. I had a lot to do. And I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. You all know that. You know? And having taken out a little bee for a walk is not on my, but you know, probably cats need that that variety too, so I should be better to my cat. But he's old. I can't train him on to go on a leash, so it is what it is. Oh, look at that, 3 minutes. So see what happens when you select your items and prep beforehand. Well, I mean, that's the whole fun part of it, right? Is getting these things in place. I thought that it would be fun. Here we go. I was looking for this little one for stars. I think I used like an acrylic paint, but that's all right. I was thinking that let me pull out my box right here. And go through here and try to find, you know, I don't have to go through very far here, because this is the one that I want. I like this plum. Plum and sepia are my two favorite colors. But then again, these are the only colors that I have. So maybe if I get other colors, I'd like other colors. But in any case, the dog is on her bed sitting next to me, and she's looking like, who are you talking to me? Who are you talking to? Because cannot be me, because we're not doing anything. I got 1 minute left, so I'm gonna use this right here. Who cares, right? I'm not gonna be I just want little, I don't want them super dark. So I'm a newbie on this, so please Don't tell me how I'm doing it wrong, because you'll hurt my feelings. Let's see. There we go. Maybe another one up here. You know, I don't, that came out too dark, but okay. That's as much as I'll do. Oh, yeah, see, it picks up a lot. What if I do some little lines down here? See, once you get going, I got 15 seconds left. There you go. There you go. There you go. I don't know if I like it, but it's something. My time is up. Let me go finish my dinner over here, but I think this page is done for this time around. All right. All right. It is almost 9 a.m. Oh my God, 9 p.m. and I am back. I left you at 7:30-ish to finish my soup that I had on the stove. And then after it was done, I took my sister's dog for a walk because I'm dog sitting. Then I ate some dinner, and then I noticed that Mary went live, so I was sitting around chatting on the chat. And now I'm back at my desk here. No horror movie anymore for tonight. We are listening to Mary and seeing also what she creates. And so I'm going to finish up my next page here. I have an idea, and I picked out the stuff. And I had this idea because I saw somebody's posting on Facebook. It was in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist group on Facebook. And I forgot who posted this, but it was a very colorful print that she made with, I think if I was reading correctly, she made it definitely using a stencil. This is stencils from PM Artist Studio, actually. I forgot what this is called, but I don't have the rest. I think I put them away. I'm not gonna bring them out, but I'll put the link on the description of the video. And hers was, she said she bought a stencil with that idea in mind, and I think she used chalk, or probably they were soft pastels, because sometimes people call them chalk, but they're soft pastels, because she called them soft chalk, but they're soft pastels. And she was able to pull two prints, but the color scheme was so cool. I'm gonna have to give credit to her, and I don't know if I can post well, you have to be part of the group in order to see the posting. But anyways, of course it's a tiny little section right here, but I have alcohol markers, and so what I'm thinking is I am going to, I thought I had pulled 3, not 2. Maybe I do need to search for them here. Here's one of my display files. of all the stencils, not all, but stencils, mostly from PM Artist Studio. Oh, I think I took it out from here. Or did I miss? I think I may have missed putting something there. So you can see I buy and don't use. I gotta use these. I'm looking forward to my vacation coming up in November. Did I skip some too here? I think I did. But I'm gonna reuse some of. I'm gonna use some of these that I have not had a chance to use. So I'm looking for those little medallions or those coins. Here we go. These right here. These are medallion coins, and they were designed by Judy P. And I thought they looked really cool. Aren't they cool? So there's some really large ones, right? As you can see how big they are. But, and then she's got these smaller ones. So I think that's what I'm gonna use. Maybe one of these. 2, 4, 6. I hope I didn't lose one. 2, 4, 6. Yep, because they're the same design, the large and the small. Okay, so I'm gonna select a third one. This looks like a diamond. This looks tribal. I like this one, but I think this one, because it's gonna go with go with the concept. Let's see if it comes out. It's a thought. I saw it. I haven't tried it. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use these color schemes and I'm going to color them through the stencil. And I gotta think this through. Where some of them are gonna overlap, right? But maybe something like this, or maybe do I want this here? And then maybe this a little off. Yeah, because these will take longer to do, though I do like them. Again, ideas, maybe it's gonna be like a Venn diagram. Like that. All right, we'll figure this out. We're gonna make it up as we go along. So I think what I wanted to do is go with the color theme of this sticker, because that's what I'm gonna put over there, and that's it. That's as complicated as I'm gonna do. Aren't they so cute? I don't know who sent it to me, but whoever did, thank you so much. It's like, oh, let me open up the bottle and shake out some colorful kitties. Look at that. They're so cute. Little fuzzy one right there. Huh. So cute. So cute. So cute. Okay, focus, Rebecca, because it's already late and I gotta get up early. I got a long day tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna start with the pinks, because I think I want to use this fluorescent one. It's called Fluorescent Pink. And then I want to use this Scarlet and then this dark blush. They're darker when you use them. I did swatches, and they're from Ohuhu. And Ohuhu makes refillable alcohol ink for your markers, though not all of the colors, but a good chunk of them. So I'm kind of happy about that, because these plastic covers don't have to go to the landfill and, you know, litter up our planet. So that's what I'm gonna use this. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Burrs. I hear Mary, so I'm watching Mary. All right. So I'm just gonna do here. And then, oh, see, that's what I was afraid of. It's gonna get off. All right, then I'm gonna take another one. Yeah, Mary, we only have one day left in September. And then Wednesday is October 1. And that's my birthday. So Wednesday, where I work at, you know, you get your holidays, of course. And I think one of the perks that we get is they actually give you what it's called, oh well, they're going to be multiple of the same. They give you your birthday holiday. So you can use it on the day of your birthday or after. You can't use it earlier. So that's what I'm doing on Wednesday. Is I am taking my birthday holiday on Wednesday, so it's my day off. Oops, I hope it's not. Yes, it is going through, but that's okay. I got that covered on the other side. So I'll be working on putting together my SeptemBER Zine. But before I get to that, just talking about October 13th. I think I might be okay with that. I'm gonna be a little bit out of town. A little bit out of town. Oops, I think I used the wrong color right there. I think it's this one. I'm gonna be attending, oh shoot, I don't know, which is which. I think this is Scarlet. No, I think that one was. This is Scarlet. I'm gonna be visiting my dad's gravesite on my birthday, you know, because my birthday, we all know about the birds and the bees, right? So my dad had a lot to do with that, so I'm gonna take a visit to him. Haven't been there since the winter time. I know I should make better time for things like that. But it's alright. I don't know what this day is supposed to represent, but this is the one I'm going to put right here. So as I overlay the color, the other colors, are going to color in on those, right? So I'm gonna try to keep it so that those still see through. And then, you know, we expect the colors to change, right? I try to pick two different type of yellows, one on the cooler and the other one on the warmer side. Well, maybe this one is still on the cool, but you know what? Uh-oh, I think I lost track of which is which. Okay. Oh, let's see if I can tell which is which. So this color is marigold. Mary. I think this one is this. See, it's changing the color, but look at that. It's interacting with the other alcohol. Okay, I think it's this. And then I think this one here. I wonder if I need to let it, the other dries. Look at that. The blue dye is make, you know, that's a greeny. Uh-oh. And then I'm gonna do the blue over here. Maybe like this. There we go. Oh, I guess I need another blue here. Turquoise blue? Okay. Nope. I think I... There we go. All right. I hope they're not too similar. Peacock. Peacock green. Oh, shoot. It's green, not blue. Let's see. What does it look like? Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh, because I was trying to choose colors that were this scheme. Right? Oh, that's what I was trying to do. Green. That's okay. Should we do it here? Yes. Let me do this one right here. Now we're going to use ice blue. Ooh, look at that. That one made it a pretty purple. Oops, I don't think I'm going to be able to tell the difference between... Then I'm going to do the lighter blue. Let's see if I can tell the difference between that turquoise. No, this is turquoise blue. This is peacock green and ice blue. That's all right. Well. Peacock green. We're going to do peacock green. Did I miss? Yes, here we go. Okay, some of them are kind of close to each other, but that's all right. I think I got everything. Okay, we're going to try to figure out which ones is the peacock green. This one is peacock green. Ooh. Let's see how this turns. I can't tell the difference between ice blue and turquoise blue. I don't know. Is it this one? I don't know. I think this one is though. No, I think that one was the ice blue. Oops. Okay. I think this one is... Ooh, look at that. Purpley. I think that's ice blue. I think this is turquoise blue. It doesn't matter, Rebecca. I think this is turquoise blue, turquoise blue, turquoise blue, turquoise blue. These are... No, these are turquoise blue. No, this is, yes, turquoise blue. The other ones are the other one, ice blue. I think this one is turquoise blue too. I think this one is turquoise blue too. If it's not, we just made it turquoise blue. Then this one is ice blue. Ice blue, ice blue. I think these are peacock green. Peacock green. I don't know why I'm doing that. Look at that. I like how this came out. I think I gotta try this. All right. Then now this one is gonna go right here. Oh, no. I don't want to cover any of the pretty colors. Should I just leave it as it is? Or should I? Like that? Whoops, sorry guys. We're just gonna have to commit to it. Like that. Okay. It's a simple, easy peasy one just to get me to the end of the day and catch me up. And then I just gotta think about what am I gonna do on my last page for September. I'm gonna put some glue, even though probably the stick, no, it's not very sticky, so we're gonna put some glue here. And I don't know how I got cat hair. Here we go. We're just gonna commit to it right there. Right there. This colors bring me joy. Halloween houses. Maybe or my little zombie girl. I think I'm going to use my zombie girl here. You know, I think I am. I think I know what I'm going to do. I got an idea. I just got to find the things. I think I know where it's at. Let's see if it does fits well. But anyways, thanks for watching. Oh, look at that. Oh, this one is so cute. I think that's the whole point of doing these little journals, right? So you can experiment. Look at that one. He's such a cat. And then that couple right there. They're over the moon in love. Are they? Or are they just talking? I don't know. I have to look closer once I rewatch this. This gal. This one I had a lot of fun too. And this was just an experiment. Some stickers. She was a sticker. But look at her. Look at that little moth. Oh, I need to make her its little antenna. Antenna. How could I not draw the antenna? There we go. He's got his antenna back. This one was a little mushroom and I just cut out the in-between so you could see in the back. This is so cool. I really have fun making this one. I gotta make something bigger like on this. I have a bigger journal type. It's right here. Let me bring it up really quick. That my sister gifted me when I started getting into this type of mixed media. She was so thoughtful. I have a thoughtful sister. I love my sister. She's so cool. Even though sometimes we fight, but sisters fight, right? It's got the, see, it's even got paint because I've been painting a lot. So I started this in 2023. It was a tough year for me. This is in May. My dad passed away in 23. So I started doing a lot of this type of art to process through a lot of feelings, a lot of things. But wasn't this so cute? Cool. I need to get back to doing this. I had so much fun building this. And here's another one. This one, of course, was upside down. You can tell what it is. This one I had a lot of fun making too. This one too, layering. I'm not done with this. Some of these I'm not done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Done with this one. Done with this one. This one needs something else. I don't even know what color this was. This one I think is almost done. I think it just needs something. And then this one, oh, I actually started it in February. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. I don't know why I started right smack in the middle right there. Just a bunch of slapping of collaging. I don't know what I was thinking. And then most of these are just paint rolled over. Just need something more. Oh, this is my baby cat, Dorian. It was an image transfer on the gel plate. I think it was on tissue paper. I like these colors, but I don't know what to put. Oh, I think I want to do these right here. Build up on the pink. I don't know. Something. I need to find other things. This one was cool too. Just little ripped pieces of painted papers. I think this is when I started gel printing. Oh yeah, this one was cool. I had fun. My creepiness. This one is cool, like a forest. And then just some more paint. More paint. I like this color combination. I don't know how I made up this color. More paint I just rolled over. My neon colors. I like this. I don't know what I'm going to do more there. This one too. I like this one. Oh yeah, this I did make this one purposely. It was for a collage prompt challenge. I don't know, I think it was challenge, just if you want to do it along. Again, from the makers of mixed media art and artists. This guy that goes under Eddie Makes Art, he's also on YouTube. He hosts the monthly collage prompts. So I think this one was about the ocean, and mine is a mythical ocean floor. I like this one. These papers right here, they are not mine. They were from another artist. All of these background, all of this is hers. All I did was just the cutouts and the stickers. I like how this came out. I should do more of those collage prompts. I think this month's was faces. I should try more from those because they're not very, pages aren't very big, so I could do one, or if I want to do the whole spread, I need to. Hey, here's my face. No, it was about doing cutouts and mixing face parts. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully I do a good job in putting all of this together. Let me show you. This was yesterday's, and then this one was today's, and then I just got tomorrow. What did I say I was gonna do for tomorrow? Oh man, I already forgot. Oh yeah, something about crows is what I thought. I just gotta find it. Oh right, because I'm gonna use my zombie girl stamp. And that's it. Look at how wonderful it looks. Pretty cool. All right. Good night. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the next one. Oh my God, I'm so corny. Bye.